Hey everybody, welcome to the show. I'm your host Sandman. Today I'm going to be reviewing all of the gym hooks from Bare Bones. Let's get into it. In this review, I'm going to be reviewing the 3 fingers, the 3 bones, and the gym bone hooks. So let's go ahead and do all of that. First off, Bare Bones. If you are new to this channel, you may not have heard of Bare Bones unless you just watch my videos religiously, then you are new here, and let's talk about that. So Bare Bones is a manufacturer based out of Australia. They are one of only 9 companies out of 30 that I would consider tier 1. So there's about 30 modern lockpick manufacturers, everybody ranging from China to North America, Germany, UK, and now Australia. There's about 30, but of those 30, only 9 of them are using a really good quality stainless steel, whether that be 400 series stainless steel or 301 high yield stainless steel. However, just because a company uses 301 high yield or 400 series stainless steel doesn't necessarily qualify them for tier 1. We do have some companies that produce a high quality steel, but they have very low quality control and terrible reputation among the community. So I have estimated Bare Bones to be a tier 1 lockpick manufacturer, and let's talk about what that means. Tier 1 is best of the best, high quality, high functionality, transparency. You're going to be hard pressed to find a manufacturer that offers more transparency on the tool steel that they use and the manufacturing process. These people are directly linked to the locksport community via the Butcher's Block, which is a group of lockpickers that help design these tools. They are very active on Reddit and Discord. All of the people that help contribute to these tools are all very active in locksport. I love the transparency that they give. Tier 2 is fun to collect, fun to try out, works in a pinch, good enough for locksmiths. Companies like Sparrows, companies like Southern Specialties, companies like Southord, and Right-Hand, ProLock, things like that. And then we also have garbage, tier 3. I can't recommend it, poor quality, non-functional. Those are tools like Clom and Huck and Honest and Gozo and things like that. I just can't recommend those tools at all. There's so much better tools for the same exact amount of money coming out of the tier 1 bracket. Let's talk about the tool steel that these are made of. These are made of 301 high yield stainless steel, which is about 280,000 pounds per square inch of ultimate tensile strength. Very similar to the 400 series stainless steel. Those both are boasting well over 250,000 pounds per square inch of ultimate tensile strength. It's a lot stronger than high carbon, a lot thinner than high carbon. We have 1095 high carbon steel, but a lot of that steel, I've been hard pressed to find high carbon steel that is thinner than 21 thousandths of an inch, where Bare Bones, when it's with its 301 high yield, has everything from 15 thou to 20 thou to 23 thousandths in thickness. Half that strength, we see a lot of companies that are tier 2 and tier 3, that is 301 full hard stainless steel, at 185,000 pounds per square inch of ultimate tensile strength. So that's half the strength of what we see with this set today. And then we have titanium grade 5. Those tools are really meant for just being like everyday carry, super lightweight, non-corrosive, and they are non-magnetic, and they will not tip off a metal detector if you're going into non-permissive environments. So I am a fan of these tools. Tier 1, really great tool steel there. They fit all different types of budgets. We have Little Timmy, Timothy, Tim, and Big Tim, all at different stages in their life with different budgets. Wonderful quality tool steel, wonderful handles, great polish, great variety, and really excellent quality control. They are very responsive in their customer service department. If you need to get a hold of somebody, it is not a problem. So that's what I love about these tools. They have so many gym hooks. I love the gym hook. We're going to talk about that. Let's go into what the gym hook is before I start going into the descriptions here. So a gym hook, let me look for a marker here. A gym hook was inspired by a half diamond. This is a half diamond. A half diamond has what's called a plow. So this is the shank. This is the portion of a half diamond that you push into. So if I'm picking a lock, that goes into the keyway. So this is called the plow. P-L-O-W is the plow right here. And this is called the slope right here. That's the inside curve, okay, or lack thereof. This overall is the height, And this whole selection here is called the profile, and this is called the shank, where the shank meets the handle. That can be called the shoulder or the base of the shank. But what I want to focus specifically on here is going to be the plow, the slope, and the height of the profile. A Jim hook will have a slight plow, and it has a very graduated slope here, and then we have the back of our Jim hook. So it is sharp, but the plow allows you to run into these pins effectively. The slope allows you to gauge where on the pin you are at. So as you pull back on that profile, you're going to be able to center yourself on the pin and then lift a pin. The reason why I prefer Jim profiles over flat hooks is because when I have a flat surface against a rounded pin, I don't know where my hook is in relation to that pin. I don't know if my hook is over here or in the center. I have no orientation. It's really hard. If I have a rounded hook against a rounded pin, it's the same way. I have trouble with feedback. But when I have a sharp something touching my pin overall, that little sharp edge of my Jim hook is going to make a little clicky sound, and I can feel it better in the feedback overall. That's what I love about Jim hooks. That's what all of these are. I love Jim hooks. Not everybody makes Jim hooks. I wish more people would. I am consulting with several companies on producing Jim hooks, so hopefully we can see more. These were made popular, maybe not invented, but popular by Peterson Manufacturing, and have been being used ever since by other companies. So let's talk about the Jim bone hooks. The difference between the bone hooks and the 3 bones and the 3 fingers. So let's talk about the 3 fingers. They're all Jim hooks, but the 3 fingers on the backside is going to have essentially what looks like finger joints, like a joint here, and then you have the plow, and then you have the slope. That's really the only difference from what I can tell between the 3 fingers and the 3 bones. So let's talk about the 3 fingers real quick. The 3 fingers from left to right, we have them in 23 thou, we have them in 20 thou, and then we have them in 15 thousandths thickness. These 3 hooks have been created from a modified profile previously developed between bare bones lockpicking and the extremely talented the butcher's block. The design is aimed to provide a more precise pin placement. Full stem to the last approximate 10 millimeters, then tapers out to a half Jim and flat tip for index finger. Available in 15, 20, and 23 thousandths thickness. We have the index finger, the middle finger, and the ring finger. It says, so you are having to wrestle with a high lift at the back of your core, then give them the finger. So that's all it is. We have 3 different heights. We have, they're all Jim hooks. They're all in different thicknesses. The only difference is really what's going on the back of the pick, in my humble opinion. Maybe you might have a different opinion on these Jim hooks, but you know, you can only change so much to a Jim in the slope and the plow, and they're all very similar. It really just comes down to whichever one you think works best for you, I suppose. So we have these 3 fingers in that 23. We have them in the clear, which is the 20 thou, and then we have them in the white, which is 15 thousandths thickness. And they're just differences in height. We have a short, a medium, and a deep. Let's talk about the 3 bones right here. So these are all deep reach hooks, but they're in 3 different levels of steepness. They are similar to SS Dev hooks, but are more robust and made with 301 high yield stainless steel. So SS Dev was a community, I believe, based out of Germany, but I could be wrong. But they helped design the famous SS Dev tools for sparrows, and it was essentially just 3 different hooks. They were kind of between a flat and a round hook. These are all Jim hooks from what I can tell. And we have the collarbone, the backbone, and the jawbone. And it's just ranged from medium to tall, and you can get those in different thicknesses, 23 thousandths with or without handles. We also have them 20 thousandths, and we have them in 15 thousandths. Let's keep moving. I also have the 15 thousandths right here with no handles. Very similar to, people will take note that these are kind of similar to a Dangerfield Praxis set of tools, but he has yet to offer handles with his tools. I definitely would like to lean more into Bare Bones for my recommendation between the two companies because of the handles. And there's just more variety overall with the profiles. Let's move on to the last set of gym hooks from Bare Bones. We have the Gym Bone hooks. These 5 hooks are the result from collaboration between Bare Bones, Lockpicking, and the Australasian Pickers Discord. Australasian Pickers Discord. To provide more specific targeting of the keyway, the Gym Bone hooks are separated into 2 sets. We have the Opal and Sapphire. They have a narrow shank specifically designed to target cores that have tight or restricted keyways, stem approximately. We have the measurements there. And then we have the Emerald and the Jade, share a similar profile to the Opal and Sapphire respectively, however, are wider shank of approximately 2.8 millimeters. The Diamond profiles mimics the Opal and Sapphire curved hook tip, however, doesn't share the same recessed cutout. It also has a wider shank approximately. And we have the Gym Bone profiles and the optional translucent green handle to identify from other products. Legacy carry forward from the Keyless Master Lotto. I don't know what that is. So we have these guys right here. They're kind of a mix, if I were to say. I would say 1, 2, 3 of these are gym hooks, and 2 of these are actually, they're very similar to a flat or round. They're somewhere in between. I would call them a rounded hook overall. But these gym hooks are wonderful. I love these. One of these is more akin to a traditional Peterson style gym hook. And then we have what I would consider a medium and a deeper style gym hook because of the recess cutout there. That was made popular by Multipick, I believe. So all in all, these are all really great tools. I think this set is about 23 thou. Let me see here. No, these are about maybe 20 thou. Huh. I guess I don't know my picnics. They're 23 thou. I'm an idiot. I can also measure these real quick. Hang on. Let's go and zero this out. And let's go to inch. And we can get these here right there, 23, so 22.5 thou. All of these are really great options. If you are really into that gym profile, like I am, I use them 80% of the time. The other 20% of the time, I use flat hook or I use a lifter pick, also known as a monkey paw. Gym Bones, not only can you get these from the lockpickers bench, I hope I mentioned that at the beginning of the video. If not, I'll plug it in at the end. Gym Bones, Bare Bones also offer a whole huge selection of turning tools. They have their own version of ergonomic turning tools that have been popularized by Covert Instruments and previously done by Peterson Manufacturing when they had a collaboration with Bosnian Bill about 10 years ago. These are now all the rage. They have a whole selection of turning tools that are just fantastic. And the other thing I would highly recommend, if you're not going to buy a complete advanced lockpick kit and their little pinning tray right here, then I would at least like to recommend you take a look at their dimple pick set. This is the best dimple pick set for under $100 on the entire market, hands down. No questions asked, like no qualms. Don't even come to me. But Sandman, what about Honest Dongshi? What about no? These are the best dimple picks for under $100. Now, if you want to go over $100, there's plenty of tools that I can recommend to you, such as Multipick Community Edition or Multipick G Pro. But for under $100, even Multipick hasn't touched these tools just yet. This is an excellent selection of dimple picks. This can be purchased from Lockpicker's bench for $80 USD with $9 flat rate shipping to the lower 48 states. He's based out of Alaska. He has these on his website, or they can be purchased directly from Bare Bones out of Australia. Same thing with some of these other tools, not all of these, but with the 3 fingers for sure. With the 3 fingers, you can purchase the 20 thousandths right here from Lockpicker's bench with the $9 flat rate shipping. I think these were about $25, give or take. So some of these prices may vary depending on if you get them with handles or without handles or whichever type of handles. I believe these are called the coffin handles. I'm not too familiar. I know that Lockpickers Bench also sell these ergonomic turning tools, which are really fantastic. They appear to be made from the same high quality stainless steel as the rest of the picks. However, I do believe these are sold out at the time of this review, but this review will be up for several years. So if you are interested in any of these tools and you are based out of North America, I would like to recommend that you check out Lockpickers Bench first, based out of Alaska, with that $9 flat rate shipping. However, he does have a limited quantity on hand, so if there is something that is out of stock, or if he doesn't carry the full inventory of Bare Bones, then definitely go to the Bare Bones website. Don't be afraid to check out their stuff. Make sure that you select your specific currency for the country that you are in before you do shopping, before you add things to your cart, and make sure that you have the correct currency in your shopping cart as well. Don't be dismayed. When I originally made this purchase almost a year ago, I had everything in like GDP or whatever it was in Australian. I had everything in a weird currency. I'm like, man, this is $350, but I really want these tools. They're high quality, 301 high yield stainless steel. He's got all the gym hooks. I'm going to just do it. So I purchased it, and then it ended up getting translated to like $120 USD. It was nothing. These things are a steal when it comes to the conversion to USD. So don't be afraid to purchase directly from Bare Bones, but I would love for you to also check out Lockpickers Bench. Folks, I'm going to rate these tools. I'm going to rate Bare Bones overall with my new rating system. So it is a tier 1 company. And so there are 9 manufacturers that are tier 1 in my opinion. And therefore, how do we rank them among each other? Well, I have a new ranking system that I'm going to be releasing today, and that is I am going to give this lockpick set 5 little homies. That's right, 5 little homies. So I really think that this is a high quality lockpick set. It is a tier 1 lockpick set. On a scale of 1 to 10, given that there's 9 different manufacturers, I give Bare Bones 5 little homies. You can take that for what it is. Guys, it's all subjective. I would say that once you agree with the idea that there's really only 3 different types of lockpicks in the world, there's the highest quality lockpicks, then there's the lockpicks that are not the highest quality, but they're fun to collect. But then you have the tier 3 lockpicks that are absolute garbage, the Amazon lockpick sets, the lockpick sets coming from China. We can all agree that there's really only 3 different tiers. But how do we rank the tier 1s against each other? It's subjective. It's your opinion versus mine. It really doesn't matter. So I'm ranking these in little homies, and that's right, these get 5 little homies out of 10. It's a 5 out of 10 on the tier 1 scale. There is a spectrum. I love it. Thank you so much. That's all I have for today. Let me know in the comments down below. Are you going to be purchasing these from Lockpickers Bench or from Bare Bones Direct? What are you going to be adding to your order? That's all I have for today, folks. Please remember, I'm not rich, I'm irresponsible, and I'm just a businessman blessed with many friends. And I'll catch you guys next time.